Green Jungle. Welcome to Windy Vegan Crypto. Hopefully you can hear me. Turned off my headset. I was on the phone with the customer and he said it was loud as hell. I'm trying to get some energy out, so I'm here. Thought I'd jump on, give you the beautiful views of parking lot. Someone having a smoke break. Market tanking. 53. Will it touch 53 even? I hope so. Like I said earlier this morning, my mindset's changing a little bit. If we're in a bear market and we're gonna keep going lower and lower, let's just rip off the Band-Aid, get down to where we can get some really good buys. Because there's not a ton that we've been having due to you buying it and then it goes down another 10% and then it goes up 2% and then it goes down. Want to go to church real quick? Good Shepherd Lutheran Church Christian Center. Good stuff. Robots. There's a church on every corner where I live. I don't even live in the South. So you buy down 10%, up 2%, up 3%, down 20%, up 5%, up 6%, down 15%. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. So let's rip off the Band-Aid. Get Bitcoin down to 40K. Wash out, capitulate completely. Then 40 to 60K will look like a dream. A ton of us will buy a shitload of Bitcoin. I know a lot of people say it gets down to 40K, they'll buy a bunch, and then they won't, because they'll wait for 30-ish K. Not me. If we were so lucky to get that, and now I'm not cheering for that, but if we're gonna go down, if we're gonna keep creeping down like we have been since our highs, creeping down back to where we were, let's just do it. Stay down there. Get alts low enough where people are not getting hurt, where they're already capitulated, they're already out, they're already distraught. Then people buy in at lows again, then we can slowly work our way up. It might be a weird way to look at it, but to me it makes sense, because it's better than this slow deflation of our market, which is what we're having. Gotta excuse the wind. Orpheus, what is up? Orphea, what is up? Happy Friday, if it's Friday where you're at. Bless your heart. What questions do you have, if anything? Don't panic. The market is the market. This could be a weird weekend. I'm curious to see the ETFs. I bet there's outflows. Can guarantee it. Definitely could DCA. I don't recommend it personally. I'm gonna hold off. I'd rather buy on a markup. Some of these I may look at, but we're breaking through like some serious supports on things like Proppy and other things that have held strong. AIOZ I won't even look at. It's heartbreaking. Even Avalanche, I want to buy more at 20, but I might wait and see. If we keep breaking these bears, because if Bitcoin goes, through 51, things are going to hit. I don't know the longs down there. Haven't seen the table. It doesn't really matter to me because I'm not trading. But there's got to be some high liquidations down there. And you got the Discover Crypto talking about 65. Josh, look at all the liquidation shorts at $65,000. 65, really? Okay. Who cares about those levels? Who cares about the shorts up there? They've been talking about short liquidations up there forever. George too. We're not hitting them. So there is always opportunity to save your ass. Make wise decisions, please. And that could just be doing nothing. Don't take big losses. Things will bounce back. But right now we're just in a downward spiral. But don't get caught in the hype of it. If it's bothering you, don't look at the market. I would say look at Bitcoin. Don't look at your portfolio. Go ahead and look at Bitcoin. I think that's important because that's a barometer of where we go. We all know that. So my recommendation is if you want to look, don't peek at your portfolio. Peek at Bitcoin, see where that's at. Ethereum, I'm not a Ethereum lover, but I mean, if we get into the 1800 level, I personally said I'm not a fan, but I will scoop up a shitload. Why? Just because I know I'll sell it at $2,600. That's the type of trading that I'll do. Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'll buy a crap load of Ethereum. If we get down to 17, 18, I don't know if we are. Last I saw 2,300. And I'll sell it at 25, 2,600. It won't be a ton of money, but probably, I'd be able to do something like that, 30K in my pocket, something like that. Make up for some of the losses. I wouldn't like to do it fast because, we're in short-term capital gains. Is not our friend. Panda, Poet, stacking Quant. All right, let's talk about Quant then. And Panda, Poet, oddly enough, I just went to Panda Express and bought $100 worth of Beyond vegan chicken, vegetable spring rolls, and some rice for tonight's dinner. Just because a couple of my daughters love it, especially my young one, who was the hardest to go vegan. She loved her Panda Express and like breaded chicken. So it's not a healthy meal, but you gotta, satisfy the craving a little bit. So I got a crap load of that for family tonight. Not a healthy meal at all, that's for sure. But maybe watch a couple horror movies or something. I'm in the mood to chill out, have a little bit of fun tonight. I don't drink, so that's kind of annoying. Maybe I'll take a microdose or something. I haven't done that forever. So stacking Quant. They just got only had a couple stores out by me. Got the vegan Beyond chicken back. It's so freaking awesome. It is so good. Try it. If you don't like it, I will send you something if you don't like it. You pay more for it, but it's worth it. So Quant is a disappointment. I have a shitload of it. I love the idea. I don't think business to business is the right play for us, brother or sister. Hopefully, I don't know if you're a brother. Your name's not on there. It's Panda, so I'm going with you're a panda. But honestly, Quant has been a disappointment. I'm not selling it. I don't think it's a horrible idea to buy it at these levels. I don't know where it's at, $30, something like that. But it's not. Nothing's living up. So that's a shame on me for saying that. But B2B, I like being diversified. That's why I'm in it. I believe if we got into the bull market, if we would have kept going, and Quant would have been at $400 or $500 by now. Easily with the tokenomics, easily at $400 or $500, even though they're not doing a ton. They got a great team. Like I said, it's a B2B play, and retail doesn't necessarily love that. I love the tokenomics. I love what they do, but we're not in the market. So I don't think there's anything wrong with stacking it. I think Quant is losing favor, but guess what? Everything is, right? Even our big boys. I mean, no one likes Ethereum anymore. You just act more at 59. Is that where we're at on Quant right now? $59? I don't think you'll lose on that. I think my average in is 73, and I'm just allocating to other projects because I do want to buy more Quant. I did want to buy more of Metis, a couple other things, Illuvium. I'm not going to. Those are all great tokenomics. Aave, I bought a crap load around $70. It did well. I probably should have sold it. I don't know where it's at now, and bought more. But I honestly think that If we get into a bull market, Quant will do quite fine. How much do you have of it? Quant's going to 1K. Look, if we get into a bull market, Panda, Quant's minimum, my personal opinion, $700. A true bull market, $1,000, no problem. A true bull market. That's when we're 200 billion a day in volume. Market's out of control. Bitcoin's 90,000, 85, 90,000. You know, people would be happy at 7. We have to blow through the highs. We have to blow through 75, work our way up. There will be a big sell-off, but then you'll get ETFs charging up. And if there's no FUD, the alts, then the money will come out of that and go into Quant, go into Aave, go into, Ethereum will somewhat be okay. Maybe $3,000-$4,000. I'm not one who believes Ethereum's going to 12K or 20K. No way. That's just my opinion. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just giving my opinion. Quant, not a problem. Just because of those tokenomics. It will not take a ton to move it. And once it hits 200-300, people will FOMO into it for sure, because they'll see how fast, when true money comes in and liquidity, Quant will move so fast. Aave will move so fast. Illuvium will, if there's a gaming narrative, Illuvium will move so fast. Why? Because 4 million, 16 million, I think Quant's 11 or 12 million circulating supply. That's huge. Huge in the sense of greatness, not huge in the sense of a lot of supply. So I think it'll be great. I think it's good to be diversified. That's why that's one of my B2B plays. I think it's I'm not one like a George who's just like doesn't believe in this and that. I'm not saying these projects are gonna do anything in regards to true utility, because as we know, utility doesn't necessarily move the market. It's hype, and it's where the narrative goes, right? It's all about the narrative and hype that moves the price. You could have the best project in the world with all the utility and all the use cases, and it doesn't move for multiple reasons. Horrible marketing, no incentives to the token holders, horrible tokenomics, right? 40 billion circulating supply, whatever it may be, like an XRP or ADA. 2 projects I've had forever and don't like either of them anymore. Definitely I don't like ADA. I have a ton of it. I do not like it. I've never been a Charles Hoskinson fan, and I just can't wait to sell both of them. XRP will be a hard sell for me, just because I've had it so long and it's been such a disappointment for so many reasons. A lot of it that's not their fault. It's the SEC. But ADA will not trouble me whatsoever to sell it at $1.50. That's all I want. Just get me to $1.50. I don't see that happening. In a true bull market, we'll easily get to $1, but it'll be late in the game. People will not be loading into it. That was my average. Illuvium will move fast. Yes, Illuvium will, and everyone keeps talking, gaming, if you listen to all your YouTubers talking about gaming, and who talks about gaming is Elio Trades and Alex Becker. Why? Because they're vested. They're the principles of Superverse and other projects that RAN is pushing. So you got to take it with a grain of salt, even though if we get into a bull market, gaming will do phenomenal. It'll have its run and its turn. Do you have a Voyager pass for your Paleo ID? I don't know what that is, but no. NFT? No, I don't do NFTs. Well connected, yeah. Nope, I don't get into NFTs. I don't even do bridges. I don't do any of that stuff anymore. I spend a lot of money. I have a shitload invested. I'm very simple though. I only trade on Coinbase and Kraken, a couple of the central exchanges. That's all I do now. That's not the way it used to be. But now I just do it differently, and it's working. It works out. It just makes it easy for me. I don't want to deal with all the shit. All the gas fees, everything else. It's just so much easier the way I do it. And honestly, I pay higher. But, it's a good thing, too, because I'm limited to the projects that I can get involved in. And what does that do? That saves me a lot of money. a lot of time. So it's truly working out for me. Otherwise, I would go back to the way I used to do it. I don't do it anymore like that. Yeah, I should have given a warning about coming on. I know a lot of people had questions for me, and I always randomly do this. That's why I don't really get a lot of subscribers. I don't do this well. It's not my priority is not getting 1 million subscribers. My priority is getting on here and helping whoever, or at least having a conversation with whoever. It's never to get you to buy anything. Never. And if I ever ask you to do that, kick me in the ass. Bless you. So, for those of you listening to this later, just relax. It's Friday. It's going to end up being all right. I mean, just nothing's changed. It's just, the way it's going, the way it's been. There's not much we can do about it. Live in the glove. You sound like you are too. What does that mean? The glove. I live in the glove. Not sure what that means. GE Quarantine XLM. The glove, Michigan. Oh yeah, I live in Illinois. I'm in Michigan a lot though. My company, the division I'm out of is out of Michigan, and know Michigan very well. They're a lot, only 3 hours away. Michigan, Indiana, Wisconsin. I'm in that realm all the time for business, and I handle most of the country for what I do. Love Michigan. Just hate Ted Nugent. Man, despise Ted Nugent. Yeah, I do have to thank Ted Nugent. I'm 52. Ted Nugent, when I was 18 years old, made me an animal rights activist. I saw a show late at night. I was high as could be. Had some drinks. I wasn't 18. I was 21. My bad. Watching a show, and it was about 3 a.m. All of a sudden a show came on it was about canned hunting, where in Texas, where they where these farms buy lions and tigers and zebra and gazelle from shitty zoos. They're older, and people pay leopards. They buy leopards and everything you can think of, all these exotic animals. And people literally have target practice with them. They shoot, you can look it up. They shoot lions, they shoot these freaking evil bastards. And Ted Nugent was on there talking about how great it is. You love Ted Nugent? Oh, I nothing more would make me happy to see that guy in pain. I don't think I hate anyone as much as I do him. I don't want to debate it with you. I'm not looking to ostracize anyone. It's just animal cruelty. I'm a vegan. You know what I mean? I despise hunting, but especially with him, he's such a cruel person that I just can't do it. And I think I'm a better guitarist than he is. But I got into an animal rights activism group there, but I still ate. I would go to all these things, and I would still eat meat and all that. I was what you call cognitive dissonance. I'm against all this killing, hunting, and all this stuff, yet I'm eating a steak burrito. Once I made the connection, I found out about farming and all that stuff. It clicked, but many years later. So it's okay. Some people want to turn on the light, and some people remain in the darkness. So I'm not going to judge you. That's not for me to judge. It's hard enough having it all around you. I mean, hell, there's asphalt here. There's blood. I was just in a slaughterhouse last week. Aurora Packaging for cows. Yeah, gotta say, 50. I don't like seeing 53K though on BTC. It's just not. It's so light. And the volume we're seeing actually has been a pickup in volume, but it's all selling volume. I believe, I would not doubt that Michael Saylor comes in and if we hit into the 40s and grabs himself a couple $100 million worth. But, like I said, if it keeps hitting like this, just let's rip off the Band-Aid. Let's just keep going. Give us all an opportunity. And I'm never one who wants a sell-off, ever. I hate it. We have been in this downward trend far too long. We can't take, and it's like 3-4 years. We can't take our little rise up on the ETF hype to count as a bull market. January, February, December, January, February, March. We can't take 4 months out of 4 years as a bull market. It's just not how it works. Just not how it works. And everyone's saying, "Oh, is the bull market over?" Oh, no, this is how it goes. No, the truth as I see it, is it's just not a bull market. It never was. You don't go from, the volume and the excitement to losing everyone like that. That's not a bull market. You have a little bit of a dip for a little bit of time, but you don't fall down the Google searches and Coinbase searches and everything else in volume like we've had, and the complete downward trend sell-off in a bull market. That's not the true definition. If you look up the definition, we are in a true bear market. But there is opportunity there. Man, is it windy. Windy. But plenty of opportunity to keep getting money ready. That's what I keep doing. I had a consulting thing last night. I advise any of you who are professionals in your career and have been doing something for a while to really update your LinkedIn. If you don't have a LinkedIn account, please do. Last night, 6 to 7, I was on the phone, $900, just giving my expertise on something I do every day on the market that I know. And some of it I had to BS because the questions they were asking were no one could know. I keep getting these over and over again. They were dry for a couple years, but I got it pre-COVID, would get them all the time. And guess where all that money is going? Going right to my crypto account, meaning my bank that is only for crypto. I have a separate bank that's just crypto. And all this money I make for being on the phone, like what I'm doing with you guys right now, I'm getting paid for. And I swear, over the last couple of months, it's been one a week. So please, I keep telling everyone, update your LinkedIn. It's no joke. Not only that, the job offers I get and everything, it's now's the time. People are saying the economy is bad. It is not great. People are saying the job market is bad. That I disagree with in my world. I'm getting opportunity after opportunity. So please update your LinkedIn, have a professional, update your resume, spend time, exaggerate maybe your experience a little bit. I'm not a genius. How are you? Close to alt season. It's very close to alt season. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I mean, George was saying we're in the parabolic stage a couple months ago. No, I don't think we're near alt season. The only way what will get us to alt season, Panda, is Bitcoin busting through all-time highs. And we're far away from that. And we're getting farther and farther. So, I mean, my personal opinion is, Bitcoin has to make its move before an alt season happens. We got robbed of an alt season last bull run. We had a mini one, but the true alt season, and we've only had a couple. Let's be honest. So we don't fully know. The theory is Bitcoin hits all-time highs and goes through them and then capitulates and people get out and they put it into alt. That is a theory, and I believe it will happen, but it'll happen with it a little bit, right? So as Bitcoin gets to 67, 68K alts will start really waking up. They'll wake up with it, past 60,000, right? If Bitcoin goes up, alts are going to come with it. Not all alts. Some alts will be sold off to get into Bitcoin and other alt projects. But then as we break through, I believe we get to 70K and volume goes up well past 100 billion. Money will be put into alts as well, because most people are not going to buy Bitcoin. They're going to buy alts because they know what's going to come with it. So the volume picks up. Then when we truly bust through all-time highs, money will come out of Bitcoin. Not all of it, of course. And into alts. That's when theoretically we should get an alt season. It's here. George is a fool, complete fool. He really is. We haven't had alt season yet. It's here. Quant, Constellation, you'll see. Well, I think those will do good. I think Constellation will do good too. But why do you say that alt season is here? I mean, alts are down thousands and thousands of percent. What are you doing? What makes you think that? I mean, we're going the opposite direction of where alts. Oh, you're joking. You're pulling my leg, I assume. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. That's where we all make money. We were somewhat fooled or completely fooled and headed there up through, March. I mean, everything I bought around a penny, 7 pennies, 15 cents, $20 was up like yours. I mean, AIOZ that I bought at a penny up to $1.09. Ondo, 21 cents up to past $1. We're all getting killed. Aerodrome that I bought at 6 cents, 10 cents, 24 cents, up to a couple dollars. Velodrome, the list goes on. Benki, Koval, which is dead now. I was up a ton of money on it and ended up almost breaking even on it once Coinbase announced they were delisting. So we have been punished enough, us true crypto guys. We've been waiting long enough. We deserve our time in the sun. Last bull run when Bitcoin crashed its first dip from the first run up. Bitcoin's 10x on its drop here. And we got totally robbed the last bull run because of many reasons that I've discussed, and this, I'll just reiterate it. First started with Elon Musk bullshit that we're not going to accept Bitcoin anymore because of its environmental issues, which is a load of crap. No one is more environmentally destructive than Tesla. I work with Tesla. I work with SpaceX. I don't work with Neuralink. That's even his most evil company. But guess where they get all those batteries? They're digging up the Philippines. They're digging up China and polluting it like crazy, digging it up for nickel and silver and titanium and lithium. It's an environmental disaster. A couple interesting docs on it. You should see, it's just crazy. The poor people in China just surrounding these battery plants. Not battery plants, but mining plants are just all dying of cancer. And when they talk about it, they get taken away. No bullshit. Anyways, that was the first step. Then what was in there was another wave of COVID at the time that killed it. It was like Omicron or something. And then inflation, the transitory. And then the, we got to raise rates. And then the icing on the cake, what was it? The Ukrainian war, the Ukrainian invasion. And then bear market central. That's what kicked us in the balls. And then it was the doldrums until still. And then we had a glimmer of hope at the beginning of the year. What a glimmer. Holy shit. It's when I started my channel in like December or something, just because I'm like, all right, we're starting up here. I will not feel comfortable if I see people get fucked the way they got screwed the last time by the BitBoys and Discover Crypto. They were BitBoy at the time. Altcoin Daily, who's worthless. George, who helps nobody. Ran, who's the biggest, scammer out there, even though he does give good info. The rest of his channel are jokers, Sheldon and all those guys. Oh my God. Makes me want to put a gun in my mouth. All their freaking accents, no offense, but holy shit, the way they talk. And Ran is just such a fool and such a scammer. Not a stupid guy. None of them are stupid. That's what is aggravating. They're all very smart, but they're all such scammers. It's the only reason I started this channel. And if I did it right like them and everything, I'd probably have 100 200,000 subscribers. I just can't. I can't lie. I can't ask something from innocent people to pay me. I understand it's their livelihood. Wendy, who's the biggest joke of them all, Wendy O. Oh my God, that girl, shill everything and knows nothing. That's why I started it. Helped a lot of people initially, but we all got hammered. I promise we will all be all right if we can hold on. Just don't spend money you can't afford to lose. Please, my brother in Australia, get the money, keep it on the side. Don't invest anymore right now. Keep waiting for a true sign. You'll know it. I'll be on here saying this is financial advice. It's time. We are on. You'll know when it's on. You don't need me to tell you that. Exactly. Last well run on Bitcoin crash. Okay. Left my ass off. Solid circle jerk. Yes. Everything is a circle jerk in life, isn't it? Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, this market is not for the faint of heart. I remember when I lost my first, it was like $6 million. I was 29. I got hammered. I was almost retired in a sense. Back then, $6 million was a lot of money. Got my ass kicked before children. And right before. Was I 29? 27 when I was at the Board of Trade. And I'm used to the pain. Look at this guy, my neighbor right there. Drinks all day long, every day, in his little garage. So funny. Smokes cigarettes and drinks all day long. I've watched him over 10 years gain about 100 pounds. Pretty interesting. Buy more? Hi, Rich. No, time to definitely not buy more, unless you can handle the pain. I can't handle the pain right now. I can deal with it a little bit, but I'm, honestly, the money I invest, I don't want it to go away. I'm already down so much, but there will be some goodbyes in there eventually. But a lot of it, I want to wait until we're green. We're fully green on. I don't mind buying back the quants where my average cost is at $73. It's better to buy it here. But I've been dollar cost averaging on so many projects. You have to pick like the ones that you have true conviction in. Let's say you have a portfolio of 40 like I do. I said I wasn't going to add anymore, but after I sold off on the 3rd of July Aerodrome, I sold off Stacks because that narrative is gone. I missed my opportunity. It was up 80, 90,000 on it, and it barely broke even on it. Oh, I made a little money on it, very little. What else did I sell? Koval. I sold Polyswarm, which I really like what they do. But, when their volumes goes down to like 600,000, you got to get out of it. So I sold those off, and I bought Proppy. So I've been loading up on that, but I don't want to be buying it here. I think we're breaking through the levels. I'm scared if it goes under $1, I'm fucked. Right, I bought a ton of Shadow as well at like $1.30 on down, and it's been at like 30 cents ever since. So, I'm not gonna dollar cost average on something like Shadow. What I would dollar cost average on is something like Aave, if we get down there again. Solana, if we get down there again. But I mean, Solana, I'm in at $70 and lower. So I'm not gonna DCA at $100. It's not going to do it. To me, it makes no sense. I like to DCA lower than where I bought it, right? You want to bring your average cost down, not up. Now, if you have conviction and you know it's going to go up and you think, $100 is a good buy because you think Solana's going to go to $500, then it's fine. Lost my SM property. Yeah, 127. Yeah. That's where that's where I was buying at. That's where I started buying at, 127. I believe that's like my first fucking buy. And I waited and waited and waited. I hate H-bar. You like H-bar? I hate it. I hate the tokenomics. I don't think it'll do fine in the bull run if we get in a bull run, but I do not like it. I don't like H-bar or Algorand. And look, I'm not like, when I say I don't like something, don't take me like too serious, like because of the foundations with the Clintons and all. No, it's just I don't like the tokenomics, and I just don't think it's going to do that great. I think what their concept is good, but utility doesn't mean too much right now. But I understand people liking it. Quant, XLM, Constellation have extremely bullish with the long charts right now, peaking capitulation. Everyone's scared, but don't be scared of the ones with utility that have government contracts. Yeah, I like that diversification. That's why I'm in that. GG, enjoy dinner. Peace. I don't know where you're at. I'm in Chicago time, so it's only 2 o'clock here. But yeah, property is a tough one. I have faith. We just got to stay above, like, I don't know where it's at right now, but I saw $1.07, $1.09. I don't like that. So all these are like going down. There's nothing there's no momentum to drive this stuff up right now. So just be prepared for everything to go lower. Anything you DCA in is going to go lower. That's what I've been saying for months. That's true. Quadrillion to be tokenized. Wow. The glove. Wear the glove. Wear the glove. Yeah. I mean, I think I'd love for HBAR. I want everything to do well. I can't stand ADA, but I want it to do well. I'm in at 70 cents all the way to like $1.09, I think, from the last bull run. AMP, pile of shit. I'm down hundreds of thousands of dollars at 6 cents. That was on its way up months ago. Before all this crap happened, it actually got up to a penny or something, which was wonderful for me. But it was following Jasmine's lead, and then the market just said, "Screw you." I can appreciate all the people in here and in the crypto market, like myself, who've had the patience. But I can tell you this, I took a windy corner here. The Flare Spark Dex. Flare pissed me off. I bought more of XRP before it was halted years ago, right before the SEC case for the Flare drop, and they only gave me 3,700 or 3,500. They screwed us all over on that. What I cannot stand to see is like when I go into the Sheldon on these banter things, and they're saying good info, great info, way to be positive. You're so right. This is the bottom. These are great buys. Oh my God, it's almost like a cult. I know people could say vegans are like a cult. You have to be, vegans are not like a cult. We are just against animal exploitation. That's all. I'm not a hippie. Fuck hippies. They're not vegan. Now, I'm not some peace, love guy. I believe in war when it's needed. I believe in killing of the non-innocent, just not of the innocent, right? I think Kim Jong-il should be hung by his ball sack, yes. Putin hung by his ball sack, yes. Bashar by his ball sack, hell yeah. Trump by his ball sack, but I mean, I don't know. Craziness. Flare. That's just frustrating. But when like I said, the cult, of these people, and these, they get 10,000, 20,000 views. I don't know who listens to Altcoin Daily, 20,000 people a day. It's just like, those guys just phone it in. They do a video, read the news, and say goodbye. And everyone just like falls for their shills and everything. It's funny. I mean, good on them. That's amazing. Get paid the way they get paid for doing no work. Just editing videos. That's all they do. It's amazing. I guess I could be envious of that, but I'm too lazy to do that. But, the people in the chat, I just see it like, no, it must be your first bull run when they talk to people about like being scared of this. It's perfectly normal. All these idiots saying this is a good buy, or someone like Rob at Digital Asset News saying, I call this a Monday, or this is a good buy. I welcome this. I love this. He's lying. He's full of shit. They're all full of shit who say they love this. I'm even seeing Discover Crypto changing their tune. They're shaking in their little baby diapers. I mean, if they were doing anything like, Kelly Kellum and all that, or always welcoming these sell-offs, like this is the bottom, this is how it goes. Like they know what they're talking about in the realms of charting. Charting is a joke. Take it from someone who's been in the markets for far too long. I'm 52, in my early 20s. Charting is a load of shit. It tells you history. Shows you some support and resistance. Other than that, it's bullshit. It has its merit a little bit, but 9 times out of 10, it's just a load of shit. You may get lucky here and there. Check out the waters above crypto. Okay. Yeah, I just want to get in some of these chats and shake some of these people. Say, please stop following these people like they know what they're talking about. Every morning the Sheldon comes out. I can only listen to maybe 3 minutes. I just try to get some, when I wake up, some news. He's usually on at 2 in the morning, my time, 3 in the morning. A couple minutes of that, boom. Listen to what they have to say a little bit. I can't take much of it, but it's optimism I can appreciate, but it's just a load of shit. And I don't want people to get wrecked, but it's to give people false hope. It's criminal. To give people saying, you'll see in a month, this is going to be amazing. Now, I truly believe that if we get into a bull market, we're all going to be very, very happy, especially because we're only the ones who've stuck it out like us and have bought through this and just stuck it out and didn't capitulate. I didn't capitulate the coins I sold. I made money on them. I just didn't sell them at the top like I should have. No one does that. No one sells it at the top. So once the bull market happens, if we're still in it, which I will be, I have no choice. We'll be fine. Market will go up so fast, you won't know what hit you, because retail will come in and boom, all this money comes in and people are back and they'll forget that we were ever in these doldrums. Now, no one knows when that's going to be. People have been calling all-time highs in June and then in July. Oh, I was wrong in August. No, now it's October, because September's a bad month. So it's October. So, I mean, if you call September, everyone says September's a bad month. Of course it's going to be a bad month. Who's going to want to buy? 88 middle. Mid 225. I don't know. I have no expectations on anything. I don't know when anything's going to happen. All I know is we'll know it happens, brother, when we're past the 70,000 range. Then all the fun begins. And as Bitcoin goes up, we know the alts will follow it. And all your alts you're in, safe ones, will be fine. I'm just getting so many messages from people who kept buying on the way down, and they didn't heed my advice of saying, you can DCA, but it's going to go lower. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's going to go lower, because we're going to have times like this when now good news for crypto that would have been good news a couple months ago is bad news now for crypto. We just can't catch a break, meaning good news or bad news is now bad for crypto. All right. If we get a positive jobs reading, we get scared about Powell not lowering rates, so the market sells off. If we get negative jobs reading, which we know will indicate he's going to lower rates, we still sell off now. So we can't win right now. That means there's just fear and there's uncertainty in this market and there's no liquidity. That's why we need metal to buy all this shit up. Exactly. Yep. That's what I kept saying. Yep. If we get a 0.5, 50 basis point cut, that will do the reverse that we want. Now, 4 months ago, 50 bips would have been great because there was no talking about recession. Now recession's in the air like crazy. So whatever Powell does will spook. 25 basis points is already in the market. So nobody knows if he does 25 basis points. Nobody knows what that's going to do. We don't know if that's, Aaron, you could have someone like Josh or Jake say, I told you, every time they lower rates, there's a sell-off. Well, I mean, that's just where we're at in the market. It's crazy. Whew, getting warm out here. There's not much... Not much to forecast in the sense of knowing what the hell they're going to do. I mean, it was pretty easy four months ago on economic news, but now it's just recessionary fears. And I listened to that Bob, crypto angler, talking about the economy is fine. I actually was on there yesterday, heard someone ask, I think it was Bluegrass, hey, is the economy okay? The economy's fine. It's a guy who fishes for a living. And it is not. It's not. Trust me, it's not. As I always say, I work for a $20 billion company. Hiring freezes. All these companies have hiring freezes. The companies that are worth a damn. They're telling people not to travel who cover maybe the Midwest or the West Coast. I'm not supposed to travel, which I don't mind. Because until the end of the year, sales are down dramatically. Production is down dramatically. And I'm seeing it in so many sectors. So when I hear people like, the only one that says this is this crypto angler, and who cares what he has to say? I'm just saying it makes me laugh. The economy is not great here in America. Globally, it's not great either. Yeah, he really does. It's almost, I almost can't. I've never seen someone so argumentative and know so much about it. He's not a stupid guy, but holy cow. I see your comments in there. I love it. I never chime in. I just kind of like listen in the background here and there. He's hard to listen to for me just because I don't like know-it-alls. And he has no humility for someone who has... I don't like to judge too. I do judge. We all judge. The people who lie about judging are the people who judge or lie about judging. But he's just a fool. And then someone like Joshua Jake, who's 25 years old and thinks he knows it all and cutting down older people, I don't like that either. It's like, he's 25. Nothing wrong with that, but you don't know everything. How about a little humility and taking that for not knowing what you don't know? Have some humility in that. That's a nice car. Metal will be driving that at the end of a bull run after he sells that ENS. Came early just to troll his PM. Show you exactly when's that on. I might go on that. Imagine telling me about housing in Canada. Exactly. Exactly. You only buy trucks. I like it. There's a truck. Yeah, I'm not a sports car. I don't care how much money I have. I'm not a sports car guy. I'm going to die in a wreck. I don't need to show off. We need to go 150 miles an hour. Yeah, exactly. He will tell you exactly what's up in Canada. He knows Canada better than you. He'll tell you how to fish there. He'll tell you everything. And you'll be wrong. It's comical to me, though. There's someone like him who's just like such a know-it-all and has done nothing. I mean, he shares an apartment with another man. Who the fuck wants to do that in their 40s? Oh, my Lord. I actually went on a different channel. He did a cooking show. I don't know if he still does that. You got to see his cooking show. I jumped on that the other day over the weekend I'm like, what is this? Oh, my God. Sad. I do love when people bust his balls, but I mean, why does he care so much about XRP and just fighting against XRP? I don't know why he doesn't ignore that. Who cares? But for him to like say the economy's good here and this, it's just like, you know, the guy eats ramen every night. Telling me about taxes here when I live here, and I'm exactly, that's exactly right. He tells you about taxes too there. Oh my God, scary. I may jump on there after my call. I got a call after this, just to maybe bust his balls for me. Maybe I'll jump on there and. I like how he says vegan too. He says like vegan. I don't know. I haven't busted his chops, and I don't think I really have too much. A couple months ago, I was on him, challenging him to a debate. He wasn't having it. He ignored my comments. And he was, I remember he got that, like a wallet or something, and he's talked about it once. He talked about it once, and he thought he was going to have some big sponsor, but it was just someone, I mean, Tangem sent me a wallet, and I put a link for it. I love the thing. I also bought one as well. And I got a discount code. They're not sponsoring me. I wouldn't take a sponsor from them. I wouldn't take a sponsor from anyone. My channel sucks too much for that. I get a kick out of him. Yeah. Trust fund kid, you know. You think, yeah, maybe he is. Maybe he is a trust fund kid. He's always going home to mama and dad in Missouri and watching the dog. I could dig that. I mean, I can appreciate that. I just think he's quirky. Nothing wrong with that. It's just humility. I'm a man who likes humility. It's okay to have confidence, but, you know, what has he done to, you know, warrant that? Whew, it is windy. It's getting chilly. I try to be non-biased personally, but I have a hard time with someone having very little in crypto. That's my big thing. With TurboTax is not in my league. Exactly. No, I have an accountant. Yes, he has. That's what I love about like this bluegrass. He like busts his balls about crypto all the time, and it's like, how can you talk? I mean, I've done videos about it myself, just raging on him just because I think it's funny to have a crypto channel and you don't buy crypto. I'm going to wait for the next one. But he's telling you where prices are going to go. He's without thinking about it, without looking at tokenomics. He just rabbles on where it's going to go. And then he tells you, I'd buy here, you should buy here, I'd buy here. But he's not buying anything. He wants donations. He doesn't even want donations of crypto. Isn't that funny? How can you listen to a crypto YouTuber who doesn't believe in it? He'll tell you he doesn't believe in it. Now, you and I as well know that most of crypto is a scam, and it's pointless, and it's an idea. It has no utility, or it may have utility in 20 years, but the majority of it is a scam. That's why we're in it. That's why you're in the good projects. You're not in the bullshit ones like I'm in. I'm in good ones, but I'm in bullshit too. I spread it around. People that say home ownership is bad has never, oh my God, crazy if you think home ownership is bad. That means you don't have a home. It's the same thing with, and pardon me if this hurts anyone who hears it, but same thing, so many people I know couples who laugh at people having kids and said they never want kids. Those are always the parents that can't have kids. I've never met a couple who didn't want kids. That who rip on kids and they always he's got a fertility or she's got a fertility or something like that. It's the same deal. And zero holdings, but opinions on everything. Yes, that's what her. Right on. They can't have kids. Bingo. It's the same deal. It's the same deal. I've seen it for 100 years. Oh, yeah. You can have kids. I have a niece. That's good enough. Oh, really? Why is that? Oh, well, I'm infertile. Or I don't like to be touched by my husband. That I could understand in most cases. MBD, 1.3 million market cap. Huh. That's a risk one, huh? We're don't know if I have anything that risky, but I got some risky ones. I would say Benke's pretty risky, but I think Benke will do wonderful if this market gets going in Avalanche. You know, I mean, even that there's some great news like Avalanche is doing this and this is happening on here and there. It doesn't mean anything right now. When I hear the channels preaching about all the releases on these projects, it just, in a bear market, it doesn't mean anything. It won't mean anything that much in a bull market. It's just where's the traction and where is the hype. That's going to drive it up. But I do think Avalanche, I do want to load up on more Avalanche. That's kind of my last one. I'm already in it, but I kind of want to round it up. I want another couple $1,000s worth and I'll be happy because I think it'll be $100. And I can say that because I own it. I believe I will get, if we get into a bull market, if we stay in a bear market, it's going to be $4 or $6. But if we get into a bull market, a true bull market, a year from now, 6 months from now, everyone says October. It's not happening in October. You don't just turn on a light switch and it's bull market. I think